Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we are able to successfully display the custom message from our JavaScript, right? Now in this video, first of all I want to complete our password and the confirm password validation. Like whatever the things you will pass in here, that means our password and the confirm password should be the same, right? Here we have to match both of these. If you want to match it, first of all we have to get all that our ID. If you go to our index.html and here for the password, so there is our password field and there is our confirm password field, right? And here also I pass one of the input field ID as a password one, and also there is another one as a password 2. So first of all I want to get both of these. If you want to get it, then our process will be same. I want to better take another variable with the constant. I make it as a password 1, and then I want to take with this query selector, there is a documents and then the query. There is a query selector, and with this query selector I want to add that our ID, right? That is our hash, and I just name it as a password 1, and then that will be as a password 2. So I simply take that as a password 1, and also I want to do the same things with the constant. I take another as a password, okay, password 2, and then that will be as a document, and then the query selector, and then that will be another ID. I make it as a hash password 2, right? That will be as a password 2. Great. I simply take both of these, okay, and here I have already put one of the condition. When that will be invalid, then that will be display this message. But when that will be successfully done, that means when all that our field is valid, else, okay, into this else area here, then that will be checked. Here I want to add this condition better. First of all I want to take one of the make it as a false, okay. So I take one of the variable and I just name it as a password match, okay, password match. So this type of the variable, and for the first time I want to make it as a false. So right now I want to add on the validation, okay. Here else, that means when that will be as a successfully submit, I want to do our input, that is a password input field, right? There's in password input field value will be matched with our confirm password input field value, okay. So I want to do and to put another if condition in here. That is a if condition, and into this if condition area here I want to do, and that will be, I have already get all that our data with this query selector as a password 1, right? So that is a password 1, and then there is a value, right? That is a value. Password 1 value, when that will be matched with our password 2 value, okay, that is a password 2 value. When that will be matched, I want to do, for the first time I make it as a false, right? I hope friend you understand it is very easy. For the first time I make this variable value as a false. Right now when that will be as a true, that means our password on value will be equal, okay. When that will be matched with our password 2 value, then I want to do our password match, this will be as a true, okay, true. Simple work. I make it as a true. Great. And else, okay, else it will be as our password match will be as a false, okay. I make it as a false. And now I want to do, before I have already add one of the CSS, when that will be as invalid, then that will be as a red. When it will be as a valid, then that will be as a green, right? Here before I have done this work in our style CSS with our, that is one of the CSS, right? With this input valid, then that will be as a green. When it will be invalid, then that will be as a red. So now I want to make that things from our script, okay. So into this script area here I want to do like when that will be as a false, okay, then that will be, I want to make it as a red, okay. Here from to the JavaScript I want to do that work. So if you want to do it, then that will be as a message, okay. There is a message because I have already loaded our message portion in here. You can see there is a message. So now with this message I want to add another text content, okay. There is a text content, which content that will be displayed, that will be displayed as a make, okay, make sure password match. So then that will be displayed this type of one of the text, okay. And I want to do our message color. I want to set that message and message style color, message style color. I want to make it as a red, okay. That will be as a red. Great. Here I simply load it, and also when that will be as a red means our two of this, that is our two of this input field as a password 1 and there is a password 2. Two of this input field area here I want to make this border color will be as a red, okay. So for the reasons here I want to add another things, that is our field name as a password 1, Okay, password 1 and password 1. Here I want to use that is style, and then that will be the border color, okay, border color. I want to make it as a red. I hope you understand it. That is, our border color will be red for the password input field, and also I want to do the same things for the password 2. Okay, I copy it, paste it. That will be the password 2. That means when that will be as a false, okay, when it will be as a false, then our 2 of this input field border color will be as a red. Okay, then both of these will be red, and when that will be as a true, that means when that will be successfully matched, then I want to do and to make both of these that will be as a green. Okay, that will be as a green, and also here I make it as a green. Okay, I hope every part is very much clear to you. So now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go right now, we don't need this. I make it as a clean, click as a refresh. Like here I put on the name, which is totally fine. I put on the email address, I put on the phone number. Okay, and there is a 5, and then the dashboard, and then the 6, and then I put on the email website address, and there is a password. And for the password, they have also one of the things I have already added, some of the validation, right? That should be one of the uppercase. I make again as Aryan and at the rate. Okay, Aryan 8 at the rate or 9 at the rate, whatever you choose. I make it as a 9 at the rate. Okay, so now that will be our password. So I copy it, and now here I paste it. Now you see it's valid, and that is will be another one. Here that will be not match, right? Here I pass another password. Now if you click the register, yes, you can see it's not perfect. Now it's displays a make sure password match, and you can see both of these is now become red. So that is the things I have done in here. When that will be as a false, that means our password match will be as a false, our password input field will be red, and password 2 input field will be red. Now you can see both of this is become red. And when that will be as a match, okay, that means both of these match it. Like I use this password, I copy it, or right now I cut it, and now I'm going to paste it, and that is both of this is match. Now click the register. Yes, you can see now both of these become green. Here I have already done this job. That means in our script, when that will be as a true, that means when our password value and then password 2 value will be matched, then that will be as a green, and also password 2 field will be as a green. And you can see it's not successfully green. Okay, friend. So now I want to do when our total form will be successfully submitted. Here I want to show some of the successful message. Okay, so if you want to do that work, like that is our else, and after this, okay, after this I want to add another if condition. Okay, after this I want to add another if condition, that is our if. And into this if area here, first time I want to do our I have already make it as is valid, right? That is valid. So I make it as is valid. So for the first time I make this is valid as a false, right? So now that will be is valid, when that will be as a perfectly valid. Okay, and I want to use it as a and our password should be also match, right? That means here there is a password. For the password match, I make it as a password match, right? So when both of these will be as a perfect, after that I want to display one of the message. Okay, that is a message, and then the here that will be the text contain, and in this text contain area I want to display as a successfully register, or register successfully, successfully. This type of the message that will be display, and also our message color I want to say that will be the style, and then our style color. Okay, color I want to do and to use it as a green. So great. And also here one things like our that is all that our validate form, and when that will be password will be not match. Okay, here it will be not executed. For the reasons I want to do from here I want to pass that as a return. I want to return it in here. Okay, I want to return it here because of all if there have any issues, this will be executed, and after that when both of this will be done, then that will be display or this success message. Okay, then that will be display this success message. That is into the same position, right? That is in our same area. For the reasons better I want to do to cut it. Here I want to do to add this form in particular after that. Okay, after that if here I have actually added this condition, right? After this I want to do and to paste it. Okay, so then that will be display in here. So here I simply returned it. So now that is into the same condition area, that means in our that is one of the method. So into this method area now I simply declare it. Okay, and that is our submit. Great. Now that should be work. Now click as a save all, and now if you go, now I refresh it, and now I pass one of the name, I pass one of the email address. Okay, that is email address. I pass that phone number. Okay, I pass the dash and then 6. Perfect. I pass one of the website address and password. I make this password again here as a Aryan. Okay, Aryan and then 1 @ So this step of another password, I copy it or cut it, and now I make it as a perfect. That is a confirm password. Now click the register. Yes, you can see it's now successfully displayed as a register successfully. Okay, how much easily we done this work. I hope, friend, it's very much clear to you. So friend, I hope you like it very much. Here we successfully complete one of the validation project. So if you have any issues, if you have any questions, just let me know about it. I am here to help you as much as I can. But I will recommend it to you, code with me, and also you have to practice, you have to understand it. So step by step, we'll go more deep. I hope you like it very much. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.